Hi, I'm Melissa Lee for sweetlife.org. Today I'll be reviewing the Animas Vibe insulin pump and CGM combo from Animas. So, as you can see, we'll start off with, I just got a notification that my glucose level is above my high user limit. Those are thresholds that I defined as the user. And first thing to note is that to confirm it, I press the OK button. And I'm taken to the CGM menu. So this is the first thing that I don't like about their integration of the CGM. And that is that the first option here actually says BG calibrate. When I get an alert that my blood glucose level is outside of my target range, the first place I want to go is actually to my data. But here we would go and we would scroll down to the trend graph. We would select that, at which time I would be able to scroll through the traditional 1, 3, 6, 12, and 24-hour graphs that we're familiar with from the Dexcom G4 Platinum series. So here we see my blood sugar is 275, and this is the 12-hour graph. So I can scroll up or down in either direction, and you can see the time it takes. So button press, and it redraws that graph. So now we're looking at the 24-hour graph. There we see the trend arrow screen. I'm currently without a trend arrow, but you see the number, you see my insulin on board, and you see the current time. So I can draw through those 1, 3, 6, 12, and 24-hour graphs. So see, sometimes the button speed is rather responsive, and sometimes it's a little bit on the slow side. But so let's say that I'm going to get a blood glucose value and do a bolus from there. So I've seen that I have no trend arrow, and I'd like to do a bolus. So we will calculate a bolus on the Animas Vibe. Blood glucose reads 299. Animas Vibe does not come with a paired meter, so I will have to input it. I'm at the CGM screen. I have to scroll down to the main menu. Here I go into, I have my options here: Bolus, CGM, Suspend Resume, History, Basal, Setup, Prime Rewind, Status, and Home. So I'm in the Bolus menu. And here I have the option to either do a manual bolus, normal, input carbs, easy carb, go into easy BG, combo bolus, or reminders. So I select easy BG, I scroll, scroll speed is fast, but often imprecise. I get to my 299. I press OK. It tells me that I have a high BG. I confirm that. I go down to Show Result. Now this is a new feature on the Animas Vibe. For those of you that were on the Animas Ping, you would normally be given a total 4.15 units here, and then have to scroll up to it. They have a new jump to bolus feature that allows you to, with one button press, input 4.15. I press OK. You'll watch how quickly it delivers that bolus. I have it on the highest bolus delivery speed. So Animas delivers boluses faster than any other pump on the market. And then it will ask me if I want to use that BG reading as a calibration. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And then I'm taken back to my home screen. Here you can see the difference between the graph on a traditional G4 Platinum and on the Animas Vibe. Here you can also see, this is the button for the CGM shortcut that you can pull up. The graph is much more compressed on the screen for the Vibe, and you also see that there's a color difference. So instead of red, white, and yellow you have here, you're going to have blue, green, and red Now the trend arrow includes a color as well. Since we just calibrated this one, it may not be fair to judge them against each other, but all in all, they do run fairly neck and neck as far as the overall. You can see that the shape of the graph is similar for those 6 hours. This is operating on the 505 algorithm update. This is operating on the original G4 Platinum. But what I tend to find running them against each other is that the 505 algorithm is indeed faster to respond to changing trends and much more accurate during rises and falls.